friend. He's been my friend for 16 years now, and I'm devastated that his loss. He lived with me and my wife for the last few years. He lived with me once before after my daughter passed away in December of 2009, and I met him in 2010 right after Claire died, and we became friends instantly. He took me kind of under his wing, and he showed me a better way of living my life with God. And I'm going to try to remember everything I learned from him. And he's been my friend, my mentor. He's been friend to many of you in this room. And I'm going to miss him. Thank you, Pastor, for every kind words that you said about my friend. And he was everything that the pastor said. He was a very generous man. He was a very God-loving man. He liked to help his fellow beings. He helped me. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm not the same man I was today than I was when I met him. And he just showed me how to live my life without alcohol, because I was an alcoholic. And he showed my way of loving God and praying to God. I was born and raised Catholic, and I've given up on religious beliefs, and thought I was kind of on my own in this world. And in 2012, my wife passed away, and John was there. Many of you were there for me. Many of you are in this room right now, and they kind of put me in the middle of the herd. And the day that my wife passed, I was going to go out and drink. I hadn't drank in a couple of years, and people started showing up at my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. They would give me a chance to leave my home. And I've been practicing my sobriety ever since. I've had some ups and downs in the program, and John was always there for me, always there for me. When he came to live with me about 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that, I can't remember now. But he asked if he could come, and I said, absolutely. And he helped me pay my utility bills, and that was the only rent I wanted from him. And, I owed him so much, I felt I had an obligation to let him stay with me. And, he would like to play his music. He loved music. He just loved to play music. He loved his Pollard band that's here. They played at my house at a pool party once, and they're magnificent. You ever get a chance to hear them sing? And John was there. John's been there for all of my parties. He was there for my wedding reception to Georgia. And he met my family at the very get-go around 2010. He met my family for my wife passed away, and he was immediately accepted into our family. He showed up at our Christmas parties. He showed up at our Easter parties. He showed up at our Thanksgiving parties. He played music for them, and they just loved him. My sister-in-law even hired him to come and play at one of her pool parties one time. That's just the kind of guy John was. And my cat Willie loved John. He loved John more than he loved me. When you hear John come in the back door and Willie jump off the couch, and he had this special spot on his side that he liked. John scratched him, and Willie liked that spot. So the other day, yesterday, I was at home, and Willie was sitting next to me and kind of looked at him and went over that spot and started scratching. He just started rolling all over the couch. So, anyway, he loved music. He loved to play music, and I went on a couple of trips with John, once to Canada. Speaking of his music, I'm kind of rambling here a little bit, because I didn't prepare a speech. There's just nothing I can really prepare for that. I don't want to sit here and read a piece of paper and talk about John. I want to, whatever comes to mind comes right from my heart. And but when he played music at home, I'd ask him to leave his door open, and then I'd turn off everything that made noise in my house, and I'd sit and I'd listen to the music, because it was good, very good.
Excellent.
And but anyway, we went on one cruise together. We went to hockey games together. We went to baseball football games together. He didn't like, I don't think he liked football too much because he didn't know anything about it. He'd come out and sit and watch a football game with me, and I'd have to explain to him the difference between a field goal and a touchdown. Anyway, we would do a lot of things together. And Don and he talked about you a lot, and he really cared a great deal about you. And there's so many people in this room that he loved. Denise, he was very fond of, and Bonnie, and just I can go around this room and just point out everyone. It's just, he has so many friends. You know, there's so many of them here today. So. Anyway, I love you, John. I'm going to miss you. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you.